What's up, guys? This is Storm, and welcome to another gaming news roundup. Sorry for the sound of my voice. I am currently fighting a cold right now, but hopefully by next week my voice will return and my voice will sound better. But with that being said, we have a couple of small news happen over the week. Not a lot of stuff have happened. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and share and hit the bell notification when you get a notification when I drop my next video. Without further ado, let's get on with the news. We have Chris Proctor, former Bungie senior design lead, has joined Horizon developer Guerrilla Games as a design director. So, what could this entail? He could be the design director for either Horizon 3 or the rumor multiplayer Horizon game that's in the works. Judging how Destiny 2 be looking and stuff, I could definitely see he could bring something new to the Horizon franchise. But like I said, we don't know which Horizon game that he is going to be working on, or we don't even know if it's going to be a Horizon game in general. The only things that we know of that's going on with Guerrilla Games is the potential rumor of that multiplayer Horizon game not being worked on, and possibly Horizon 3. But we're probably still a long way from that. I would say probably maybe next year or the year after we'll probably hear what's going on with the Horizon franchise, because it was just 2 years ago, if I remember right. I think around 2022 or 2023 was the release of Horizon Forbidden West, and then they dropped the DLC or the Burning Shore. So, and we just got a remastered for the first Horizon game. So we'll see what Guerrilla got going on in the future. Hopefully, it's gonna be the Horizon 3, because I will really love to see how this story ends with Aloy and her companions. We got some rumored details of the next Call of Duty game that's supposedly coming out in 2026 will be Modern Warfare 4. But take it as a grain of salt. It says not released on old gen PS4 Xbox One. In development on next generation Xbox dev kits. UI may be more traditional like other games. Engine updates to fix visual color issues. Warzone may not be supported if Verdinsky does not do well. Alright. The only reason I would find this rumor hard to believe is the whole PS4 and Xbox One not being supported. And don't get me wrong, a lot of us are at the point that the support for the Xbox One and the PS4 should be done. But since there's still like a whole bunch of gamers still on those hardware, and the PS4 alone sold like what, over 100 million copies, like probably like 114. Excuse me. And the Xbox One is like sold how many millions at this point? It'd be kind of interesting to see Activision giving up those extra revenue from the old hardware. But also, I think it is about time that we should move on from them, because it's still crazy that games are even right now are still being made for those platforms, and those things came out in 2013. So I think this would be a perfect time for a big person like Activision to say, all right, we're done supporting the PS4 Xbox One, because I think even right now PS4 haven't really put out games for the PS4. I know like third party and probably second party have, but I don't recall uh, PlayStation first party put out PS4 games since after the launch of what was it Gran Turismo 7 was the last one? Well, whatever PlayStation first party game that they put out was a cross gen because they put out God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Miles Morales, Sackboy Big Adventure, and a couple of other games, Gran Turismo. So yeah, I think PlayStation is probably up and ready to leave PS4 behind and try to convert those players to the PS5 gen. We just gotta see how they plan on doing that because they need for to make any game to go to a certain platform. You have to give them, you gotta show them what can't they get on their PS4 that you can only get on the PS5 version. So, in my opinion, we have seen a couple of games that done that, but I think they need that one game that they're truly into that would have them go to the next gen console, like Persona 6 only on the PS5 or something like that. Only on the PS5 and this Xbox Series console is no longer on the last gen. I think something like that would do that. People believe GTA 6 will do that too, and I believe that also. As of right now, we don't know when GTA 6 is coming out, so when I drop, I could definitely see the next gen console sales go up because those will be the only ways that you'll be able to play GTA 6 if PC is not day one releasing with consoles. Man, we'll see what happens. It's Rockstar, so whatever choice they made, people will like it regardless. But anywho, PlayStation has announced a beta program that will allow people who sign up to playtest games on your PS5 console or playtest games on your PC. Get access to new game and give us your expert opinion to influence improvements before release date. Testing focus areas may include concepts and trials at early, mid, or later stages of game development. Get your hands on a new games at various stages of development to help us create incredible PlayStation experience on PC. And also, the beta test lets you either test all console features, maybe like the newest update that be coming to PlayStation, and also new features that be coming to the PlayStation app, and also on your PC. Play your part in testing new console functionalities, system software, and innovation. This may include appraising features, providing feedback on design and usability, and participating in surveys by existing features and cutting-edge concepts. Me and a couple of friends have signed up for this beta program just so we could see playtest some new games when we come out, so we could give some strong feedback before the game release, so PlayStation doesn't have a repeat of a certain game named Concord. And a lot of people believe this is the reason for this whole beta program, just so they won't have that kind of bad press again like before. I have a feeling if there was a test for Concord, it wouldn't have come out the way it did, and the whole fallback on it wouldn't been like that. The rumor spending $400 million on development, closing down the studio that made the game, a whole lot of stuff. So hopefully, with this beta program, Sony would get the right people to tell them like, hey, this need work, can't do this, can't do that, and hopefully they will take those feedbacks into heart to make a very good quality content and game when it release. Activision has announced that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake is set to release on July 11th. A lot of people were excited for Tony Hawk. Some of them played it growing up. I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on the PS2, so I did have some fun times with it. But unfortunately, a lot of people are upset about the announcement of the remake when it was announced that the game would not have a career mode at all. It said it would be like have a set of challenges for people to play, which some reports say if you're remaking a game and not putting a campaign, you're not remaking anything at all, basically. Which is very surprising why this game does not have a campaign. I'm curious what is the reason to cut it from the remake, but so far I haven't seen anything about it. Some people are disappointed by it, and this might affect people willing to purchase the game because people like the career mode in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. So we'll just gotta wait and see. It comes out July 11th, and we'll see if people will actually buy it or not. This game is selling like crazy. Monster Hunter Wilds have reported to have sold 8 million units in 3 days. This is the fastest title has reached this milestone in the company's history. And Capcom done a hell of a job with Monster Hunter Wilds. It is extremely fun. It definitely improved overworld. And I have done a couple of streams of me and my friends going through the whole story on Monster Hunter Wild. Very fun experience. I did a whole live stream, and right now we're just going through the end game content to get ready for the next monster that's set to come out during the springtime. So it's all really fun. I hope everybody give Monster Hunter a try, especially if you're new to the whole Monster Hunter franchise. I strongly suggest picking up Wilds. You will have a really good time, especially with friends. Split Fiction have released with a astounding 90 Metacritic, and I just played this game like a couple of hours ago, and it's a really fun experience. I'm playing with a friend with she bought the game and I'm using the Friends Pass. It just unfortunately the person who used the Friend Pass won't get any trophies, but you'll still be able to enjoy the game from start to finish. And overall, there have been moments that we're just cracking out laughing and just taken by surprise. I never played any of the games of the developer who made this games before, and he is a really funny dude. How he makes these games, they're really fun and enjoyable, and it feels like a really good palate cleanse for the games that I've been playing. So if you want a game that you don't want to go too hard in, definitely try out Split Fiction. You're definitely gonna have a really good time with a friend going through this game. And I think at this point he could request any type of game he wants to make, and he automatically get the funding for it because his last couple of games been in the 80s. And I think this is the first one being in the 90s. So with that being said, I would not be surprised if his game Split Fiction end up being one of the nominees for Game of the Year. I would not be surprised. With this new information, I said take it with a grain of salt until we hear otherwise of a confirmation. But apparently, it turns out it's being reported that one of the voice actors from the upcoming Marvel game, Marvel 1943, The Rise of Hydra, that is being made by Skydance New Media, that he reported saying that the game is have a holiday release window in sight, which is kind of funny that he's saying this. Like, we haven't seen any gameplay of the game. So, me personally, they said this game is coming out this year. I could easily see it get pushed to 2026. Especially we're getting to the point that we might, let me take that back, we might see gameplay of it at the Summer Game Fest or some type of other event that's going to be happening along this year. So there could be a chance it could make an appearance. Me personally, I want to see how the gameplay looks before I decide to, if I'm even thinking about wanting to get this game. Because they show four characters and it sounds like you play each four of them. Me personally, I don't know why I want to play American Soldier and Adore Melage when I'm only going to be wanting to play as Cap or uh, T'Challa grandfather. I forgot what his name was, but you know what I mean. Like, why would I want to play those two characters when my main focus on playing on Cap and the Black Panther? But we just gotta wait and see how that gameplay looks. Like, when I first showed all like these four characters was gonna be the main focal, I'm a little bit iffy on the other two because like nobody gonna play a Marvel game wants to play a soldier and a Dora Milaje. Like they want to play as Cap or the Black Panther. Me personally, I want to play as the Black Panther. But we just gotta wait and see how is that looking. Killing Floor 3 have suffered a delay with no new release date. The game was set to come out on this month. I believe it was like March 30th. But unfortunately, due to the network testing from the feedback from it, which I'm assuming, uh, the developers decided to delay the game. And they put out a statement talking about it. And listen what they had to say. Dear Killing Floor fans, we made the decision to postpone the Killing Floor 3 launch to an undecided date later in 2025. After taking time to gather and discuss feedback from our recent closed beta, we realized we missed the mark. Our goal isn't just to make the Killing Floor 3 an ambitious step forward for the franchise, but also to maintain the core experience that you come to know and love. With the full support of our parent company, Embracer Group, we're working together on a timeline to address many of the common issues players had during the beta, including the performance/stability, UI, lighting, and weapon feel. While it's too early to say which fixes will be implemented by launch, we can confirm that an update allowing you to independently select your perk class and the character is planned for post-release. We look forward to another opportunity to show you a more polished version of Killing Floor 3, and when we're ready to share more data, we will be the first to know. Until then, we thank you for the continued patience and overwhelming support. Sincerely, the Tripwire Interactive Development Team. Alright. Me and a buddy of mine took part in the beta, and overall, the game was a fun experience, but it definitely does need some polishing. We did have a couple of bugs here and there where it came to the frame rate, like the frame rate would just drop like crazy during a segment. So far, that thing only happened once during our beta playtime. But yeah, I could definitely see that they definitely need to go back to work on this and for polishing. Which now I think about it, the fact the game was set to come out March 25th and the beta for it was sometime, I think it was like earlier this month or late last month. Like that's kind of a short amount of time to do some improvements on the game. And I believe the experience was probably even worse on PC because as soon as you Google Killing Floor 3, you just hit with a whole bunch of articles stuff talking about the PC version, just the beta in general, and PC user giving their low rated scores on it and giving their feedback. Like one of the things I saw is that it didn't feel like Killing Floor. So for those them being like the true Killing Floor fans, they probably they probably know what they're talking about when the game doesn't feel like a Killing Floor. So with that being said, I hope Tripwire uses time to polish the game right and basically make it the best Killing Floor game that they put out. So it's unfortunate the game got delayed with no set release date. So the fact they don't have a new release date that they are comfortable enough that they would get this game in a better condition, I could see this game getting pushed to 2026 because different slots of the months are starting to get filled up, and it probably gonna get worse once we get to the Summer Game Fest that's happening in June, which is supposed to show us games that are coming out in the later half of the year going into next year. So, me personally, I would probably say they should just push it to next year just so they can have extra more time to get the game ready. And, like, assuming, like, we don't have a release date for GTA 6. So, if any game wants any type of breathing room, they are trying to avoid the release of GTA 6 altogether. So, it could be a bad situation if Killing Floor 3 launch around GTA 6. So, like, I'm still on the fence that GTA 6 might get pushed to 2026. But just in case if it doesn't, I don't think Tripwire should take that chance and just say Killing Floor 3 coming out next year. We could use this extra time and stuff to get this game in a way better condition than what we showed off. But that's just my opinion how they should go about it. But if they're confident that they could still make a 2025 release year, more power to them. At least they're offering refunds for anybody that did pre-order it on the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. They're even doing some stuff that you get like an email to request if you want the refund or you want to still hold on to your pre-order. So at least they're doing that for anybody who bought digital or physical copy of the game. So that's a good thing at least. EA over the week have announced the Battlefield Labs, which is an alpha playtest for people to sign up, be able to try out the news, mechanics, and gameplay that'll be coming for the next Battlefield game. And some people got to try out the next Battlefield Labs, and unfortunately, which in my opinion is not very surprising, people stopped posting some gameplay up online, which is very unfortunate because you sign a DMCA, which is a legal binding contract that you're not allowed to show off anything that you experience in the alpha test, but some people just can't help themselves. So, during the videos that were circling online, they showcase like the new destruction of building and stuff for the next Battlefield, and some shooting. The destruction looked very good, and they showed this new mechanic that if a player is down, somebody could actually go up to them and drag them out of firing so they could get medical help, which is really kind of cool. The fact they're adding that in Battlefield, which, to be honest, Battlefield would be the game that would make the most sense to add that kind of function, which I truly respect. I definitely am getting more interested in the next Battlefield game, which is pretty fun because I used to be a Call of Duty player, but I'm definitely am gonna try check out the next Battlefield. But so far, this is an alpha test. The game is gonna get a lot more improvements. EA and the developers for it gonna be looking at all the feedbacks and basically go through it to improve the game overall. But where will I see this game fall? If they already doing like alpha tests, I would say maybe late next year would be the safest bet for me, because they got this whole year left. We're only in the third month of 2025, and they got basically all of next year all the way up to the holiday season, which I believe Battlefield always come out during it, so it could be like in a competition with COD. So hopefully the feedback from this Battlefield Labs definitely will improve the game after the whole situation when it came to Battlefield, from the last Battlefield game that came out. I forgot what the name was, but that uh, that came out poorly from Battlefield fans. So hopefully they learn from that experience, and it looks like they have by doing this Battlefield Labs. To close out this video, we're gonna be talking about Death Stranding 2. And good God, the trailer that they showed off was incredible. You haven't known, event was gonna happen this month that Kojima, Norman Reedus, and Troy Baker and a couple of other voice actors were gonna be talking about Death Stranding 2. They showed off a brand new trailer and gave us the official release date for the game. The game is set to release June 26th, which in my opinion is a lot earlier than I thought it would be. I thought Ghost of Yotai was going to come out first, then Death Stranding, but I am truly surprised. Kojima know how it works. But anyway, the game is set to release June 26th, which is 3 months from now, and the trailer, like, in I definitely need to play the first one so I could get ready for the sequel, because, of course, people make jokes. It's just another walk-in delivery man simulator and stuff. But this trailer showed that a lot of stuff is going on, and the world just looked crazy good. And that Decima engine, I don't know what Kojima did to it, but the fact he made this Decima engine looks incredible. Like I've been seeing people online saying, like, all studios need to use the Decima engine instead of this crappy Unreal Engine 5. And mm, 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 mm. like, just how this Decima engine is looking for Death Stranding 2, bruh. I need to see how Horizon 3 is going. Like, can you imagine if other games were using this Decima engine? Like, imagine if Insomniac decide to use the Decima engine for the next Spider-Man game. Like, the character models will be outrageous. And just because the game looks crazy good, the game is able to run games at 60 FPS, so y'all don't need to worry about that. And judging how Horizon Forbidden West look, using like an upgrade version of the Decima engine after the first Death Stranding game came out, now Death Stranding 2 is coming out, we could definitely see an even bigger upgrade for the next Horizon game. But yeah, that's all crazy good. They also said that you could start pre-ordering Death Stranding 2 on March 17, and there will be a standard, deluxe, and a collector's edition, which I believe I saw cost around $230. And these are the stuff that you begin with all three different versions. All three versions come with the game. You get the stand, you get a custom hologram co-worker early unlock, 3 skeleton boots, all silver, level 1, 2, and 3. On the digital deluxe, you get the same thing from the standard, but this time you get the gold versions of those boots, and you also get a machine gun MP bullet, level 1, a patch of Koaka, patch of Charlie Feline, and a patch that says "Why Me?" And then for the collector's edition, you get all the stuff that you get from the standard and the digital deluxe. But this one, you get a 15-inch Megalian Man statue, a 3-inch Doll Man figurine, the collector's box, a art card, and a letter from Hideo Kojima himself. So that's a lot of stuff that you get for the collection edition. I don't know which version of the game I'm gonna get, but I definitely gonna need to start playing Death Stranding 1 so I can get myself prepared what's gonna be happening in Death Stranding 2. Because as soon as I get in Death Stranding 2, I'm not gonna know what the hell is going on. Even from the trailer, I'm like, bro, what the hell is happening? But with that being said, are you guys excited for Death Stranding 2? Are you going to be looking forward to the next Call of Duty game? Are you excited for the next Battlefield game that's set to release? Judging from the feedback that EA is receiving from the people who got to play a alpha test version. Let me know in the comments below. So with that being said, I am Storm, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.